Okay, video number 3 from this box. You can probably figure out what's next, and that is Cursed Scroll number 2. The Cursed Scrolls, as I mentioned in the previous video, and as you may already know, seem to be some additional rules along with some setting information and an adventure. I believe that is the case. So in this we have the Jeroom, perhaps, and it looks like it's a kind of a deserty location, and the hex crawl for it. Here's the Cursed Scroll. I'm not sure if that's showing up or not. My eyes are getting noticeably worse. We have the table of contents. We have the Jeroom hex map, introduction, new characters, Desert Rider, Pit Fighter, Raz Godai, new titles, new weapons, and then gameplay, pit fighting encounters, Thraxis Arena, enduring wounds, poisons, mounts, all handy stuff. And then let's see, the Jeroom, travel in the sands, the Jeroom hex key, some new monsters, Fortress of the Burning Brothers, which I'm assuming is the adventure for this module. There's an overview, an Iron Fortress and mines. Cool. And then in a dead bandit's hand you find, and that's our chart on the back. So, and we have more, I like line art, I just do. And it's the, gamer from the 80s and 90s in me, but, hey, look, I'm not going to argue about full color stuff. I mean, it's gorgeous, but I do like my black and white line art. Let's see. Where were the I was looking for the critters. Yeah, here's monsters. Okay. And I know the stat blocks for these are fairly simplified. Honest to goodness, like when I run a game, even when I've run Dungeon Crawl Classics, which is a little meatier, I typically, I put my creatures on 3x5 cards, and my stat blocks are, probably no bigger than this. The only additional thing I put in this, and I've only started doing this recently, is I started using the, it's the thing that Dragonbane and I think Forbidden Lands has a little chart with what the monster does, so it gives it a little bit more of a, it takes a little bit of that out of your hand, and maybe it's not quite as repetitive. It's not just, the creature with the claw slashes you with a claw again and again and again. It's, slash with a claw. It's lunges forward. It's, switches to a tail attack, whatever. Anyway, but my stat blocks tend to be only the very basics, like hit points, attacks, just really, really basic. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Fortress of the Burning Brothers. Got some. I always love rumors. I love rumor tables. So, yeah, this looks cool. Looks like a quick map key. And we got some maps on the back. Cursed Scroll number 2 seems interesting. So, and I know I've got. I picked up a caravan adventure for Dragonbane, and I know I've got some desert adventure stuff for various fantasy RPGs. So, it's all about stuff that I can mesh together. And I think, the setting, from what I understand of it, of Shadowdark doesn't seem so strong that it can't be meshed into other things fairly easily. All right, one last video from this box coming up. Take care.